Harry awoke on his kitchen floor. He stumbled to his knees and realized that he had a sharp pain in the back of his head. He felt on the back of his head and felt warm, fresh blood and a huge, gaping scar on the back. He stood to his feet and looked around his house. He was examining what could have happened. He came to the conclusion that his lamp was picked up and smashed across his head while he was trying to do the dishes and cleaning off several tools in his sink. He figured this out when he saw the lamp shattered on the floor, and he found a piece still in the back of his head. He looked on the kitchen table and saw that his wallet was gone. He then looked at the door and saw that someone must have tried to open it by slamming their body into it. He knew this because there was a hole no one could get through, because on the other side of the door was a metal gate. Then he looked to his left and saw that his window had been smashed open, and it looked like someone cut themselves on the glass while trying to climb out. He walked over to his basement door and saw that it had been broken open. He walked inside, cautiously. There was an examining table in the middle of his basement, with 2 straps for arms and 2 straps for legs. They had all been cut open. As he examined the table, trying to figure out what could have happened, he looked over to his left. He saw that there was 5 bodies hanging from the ceiling from hooks, like pieces of meat. He looked over to the right, seeing that his cooler was open. He walked over to it, looked inside to see human organs, hearts, livers, in bags labeled. He closed the cooler and walked over to his little stool. He saw that the stool had been broken. He wondered how, but that he got no answer for. He noticed the little table he had next to his examining table. It had been tipped over. His knives, scissors, saws had all been dropped on the floor. He finally came to the conclusion that the person that was down here grabbed one of the scalpels and cut all 4 of the buckles loose. Harry came to the slow realization and then walked over to a drawer. He opened it and pulled out a rag, chloroform, and a couple bills. And the last thing he pulled out was a handgun. Before saying to himself silently, "I love a good chase."